By virtue of the powers vested in me as Vice-Chancellor, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Witwatersrand, Johannesburg, for the conferment of degrees and granting of diplomas and certificates. It's my pleasure to address you today. Ideally, we should have had this in person, but given the current circumstances we find ourselves with, I'll address you virtually today. This is a very august occasion of conferring on you your qualification in one of the top 1% of universities in the world, and definitely a premier university on the African continent. Your commitment and persistence indeed paid off. You are now part of a group of illustrious vets equipped with a world-class education that will undoubtedly open many doors for you. You've had an extraordinary head start. You stand on the shoulders of many great leaders who have walked through these walls, inspired change, and left their mark on society. They are people with a passion for excellence, defenders of the truth and justice, and activists who change the world for good. You walk in the footsteps of 4 Nobel Prize winners: Nelson Mandela for peace, Sidney Brenner for medicine, Nadine Gordimer for literature, and Aaron Klug for chemistry. For almost 100 years, WITS has nurtured intellectuals and innovators, scientists and researchers, discoverers and originators, problem posers and problem solvers, critical and thought leaders. These are individuals who have gone on to punch above the weight in their world of work. Today, you have become a member of this prestigious group. You will now have to build your own legacy as the future leaders in society. You have the vet's edge. You have been equipped with the necessary academic, research, and professional education to reshape the future of our country, our continent, and the world. The networks you have developed, your curiosity, your desire to change the world for the better will make you a good leader and a real Vezi. You are our future leaders. You represent hope for us all. Vezis do make a disproportionate impact on our world. I urge you to hold dear the values of this great university as you journey through life. Remain curious and advance beyond your comfort zones. Ask questions about everything to everyone. Hold those in power to account. Speak truth to power. Think critically and independently. Value intellectual excellence. Serve through your social active citizenship as a catalyst for change. Be resilient and adaptable. Appreciate collaboration and collegiality. Foster democracy and cherish humanity. We live in an historic moment characterized by uncertainty and change. You are graduating in the middle of a global pandemic unseen in 100 years. Our young democracy and other democracies abroad are buffeted by challenges and civil challenges and civil unrest. Our society is plagued by inequality. Our economy is not performing as it ought to, with unemployment rising. Yet I remain hopeful because of you, because I know that great societies, both here and abroad, can flourish in times of flux and rapid changes. We are rapidly adapting to change in our personal, professional, and social spheres. This moment provides us with a moment to pause and reflect on our political, healthcare, and socio-economic challenges that plague this world. We need to reset the baton as we reimagine our common futures. You will play a pivotal role in this process. It will be by no means an easy feat, but you must master your collective courage and strength to seek hope in despair and seek knowledge in failure, build innovation in disorder, and thereby advance our common humanity for good. This ceremony presents a fortuitous moment of hope and inspiration, an opportunity to chart a new course that can propel us into a new beneficial world order that will serve the public for good, for the good of all people, for the good of our future generations, for the good of our country and the world, for the future of our economy, for the good of an inclusive community, for the advancement of our societies, and for the good of the environment and the climate. We'll do this for yesterday and today and for tomorrow, for all our collective futures, for good. But we'll only succeed if we are guided by our conscience, our ability to discern right from wrong, our morals, our ethics, and how we uphold the principles of good governance and leadership in all aspects of our lives. When developing new vaccines, let's put people before profit. When you hold public office, let's serve with honor and diligence. When we live in a democracy, let's respect the law, the courts, and public order. When we treat patients, let's provide them with the best care available. When we build bridges, let's do so to the best of our abilities. We look forward to walking the next leg of our journey as we approach our centenary in 2022. We'll continue to harness our intellectual resources for good. We'll continue to develop excellent graduates who advance society, conduct world-class research, and foster innovation, and use our location in Africa to lead from the global south. Finally, please allow me once again to congratulate you, your family, your loved ones, on your moment of this great achievement. This day is yours and represents a culmination of many years of hard work and dedication. Remember this moment. Savor it. Your graduation is an important milestone, which certainly will change your life forever. Today, candidates will be presented for degrees in the 5 faculties: the Faculty of Commerce, Law and Management, the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment, the Faculty of Humanities, the Faculty of Health Sciences, and the Faculty of Science. I award and confer degrees and granting of diplomas and certificates on the persons whose names appear in the graduation program. I call upon the Deputy Vice-Chancellor to introduce the deans.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor, for that introduction, and welcome to all the graduates and their families to this virtual graduation ceremony. It's a great pleasure to say a few words of congratulations on this major achievement. Of course, you should all be able to hug your family and friends and throw your caps in the air, but sadly, that is not to be. But I do hope that you are able to celebrate in your own way, because this is a major achievement. You've managed to obtain your degrees despite all the odds, and I'm sure it's been a difficult time for many of you. So once again, congratulations on this achievement. We have 6,712 students graduating in this cluster, of which 169 are PhDs and 876 are master's graduates. You've all now joined the ranks of being a graduate of WITS, which is an international leading research-intensive university. This degree gives you a passport to go out into the world and to make it a better place. WITS prides itself in its diverse student population. that is broadly representative of our country's demographic. This gives your graduation additional significance as well as additional responsibilities. So once again, congratulations on this major achievement. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I now have the honour to call upon the deans of each faculty to present candidates for degrees, diplomas and certificates.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, as Dean of the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment, I have the honour to present candidates for degrees, diplomas and certificates. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering in the branch of Aeronautical Engineering. Bachelor of Science in Engineering in the branch of Civil Engineering. Bachelor of Science in Engineering in the branch of Electrical Engineering. Bachelor of Science in Engineering in the branch of Electrical Engineering, Information Engineering option. Bachelor of Science in Engineering in Industrial Engineering. Bachelor of Science in Engineering in the branch of Mechanical Engineering. Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Mining Engineering. Master of Engineering. Master of Engineering, Professional. Master of Science in Engineering. Master of Science in Engineering Management. Master of Science in Industrial Engineering. Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Bachelor of Science in Engineering in the branch of Chemical Engineering. Bachelor of Science in Engineering in the branch of Metallurgy and Materials Engineering. Bachelor of Engineering Science in Biomedical Engineering. Bachelor of Engineering Science in Digital Arts. First of all, congratulations to you all. Many of you are graduating with your professional undergrad or honours degree, and others of you are being awarded postgraduate qualifications. You have no idea how badly this world, this continent, and this country needs you and your skills. We live in the most remarkably difficult times, so well done to all of you. But I do want to emphasize two simple points for you to ponder. The first point is that the world is in trouble, and it needs you. And the second point is an obvious one, really, and that is I want to tell you that if you stop learning, you stop living. I feel no fear of contradiction when I say that this university produces and develops the very special kind of person. A person who is critical yet faithful, able to identify openly failings, yet nevertheless remains loyal. People who can argue without losing respect for each other. I would suggest that this is a university that produces the brave, people with courage, people who are able to make a difference, even when that action itself seems frightening. This is not a university that has always endeared itself to authority, neither past nor present, because this is a university that's role in society is to challenge, to look for a better way, by having the courage to suggest that by thinking, by debating, by arguing, by challenging, by interacting together, and with many folk from all over the world, we will indeed find a better way. You have all been part of this here, either on this campus or, most recently, virtually. So firstly, we are living in a time when the world is in trouble. This is a world in need of leadership. Do not misunderstand me. I'm not implying the kind of leadership that governments alone can offer, nor not, as the case may be. I'm thinking of real, lasting, dependable leadership, the kind of leadership that people like you can offer, the kind of leadership that says, I really care, and I will make a difference. I will criticize, but only because I do care and I can help. Our world has deep, wicked challenges. Admittedly, there has been poor planning and execution of some of the most critical elements of many of the fundamental building blocks to success. There is no doubt that the path to achieving our vision must be paved with an excellent education system, absolute accountability, and a policy environment that will ensure success. But it also needs people willing and able to make a difference. You are our future leaders. The world needs your skills and your leadership now more than ever before. The world needs the competence that you have developed over the past few years. Never forget that you have all been fortunate enough to get a world-class education. Not everybody gets that opportunity. You are all highly qualified and competent. And when I say competent, I mean something quite specific. Competence is achieved by three things: knowledge, skills, and your attitude. Leave this university and deploy those skills and those competencies. The world, the continent, and the nation is looking to you to do just that. Also, as far as possible, remind young people that engineering and the built environment careers must not remain a mystery. They are the very basis of our future success. Finally, you must never stop learning. Some of you are graduating with postgrad degrees and even PhDs. That's fantastic. But please make it one of your life's objectives to look for more knowledge. Knowledge, as they say, really is power. Our heartiest congratulations to you. You have made it through some of the most difficult times that this planet has ever experienced. And also, as you celebrate, remember all those who helped you to get to where you are now. And when you get the chance, lead, put back, and support the next generation. Thank you.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the students for the degree Master of Engineering. Tlugo Katametsi, Prashan Manikum, Balisa Pailane, Mapare Khatima. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the students for the degree Master of Engineering Professional. Deepa Abraham, Tato Asekai, Gregory Bernstein, Simon Chetty, Elizabeth Chikwana, Fatima Isaac, Nabil Ghulam Mohammed, Luazi Hanisi, Andres Jordan, Axel Kayoka, Mohammed Khan, Salamina Kanyile, Edna Kuraye, Weichi Liao, Kanxathi Mabanti, Candice Mack, Tebogo Madisha, Portia Mafanya, Kubanganani Makidimisa, Musa Maluleke, Mahlatsi Maraba, Fadzai Masaraure, Patrick Mayombe, Duduzim Kandla, Tengetile Muhlala, Phumelele Mukwena, Tamiz Musa, Shohan Mudhiram, Maletle Maswane, Zamokuhle Mthethwa, Sabelo Mtolo, Modipati Murwa, Nireshni Naidu, Kakambile Ngiwa, Lawson Oshungate, Sarisha Padayashi, Michelin Pillay with distinction, Snokolo Kutu, Londani Rambau, Sipamandla Khobushe, Khomeleng Sibabi, Munyadziwa Sibola, Tembelihle Sibanda, Tekeledi Sihlangu, Nandile Soni, Hendrik Stein, Dilo Zausep, Themba Shabalala, Sijabuliso Chuma, Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the students for the Master of Science in Engineering. Stephanie Akagios, Chanil Alessing, Fatila Brovko, Tsako Chauke, Freeman Chiranga, Louis Danhauser, Namdi Ekwelibe, Mamosa Fagute, Felipe Fernandez, Colin Hopt, Mgciniwethu Khumalo, Nosipho Khumalo, Paul Lekwadi, Gloria Mabotsa, Kagiso Mabusela, Chanel Mahas, Vukosi Maluleko, Paduchezo Mamatoni, Gundo Matoho, Mosima Matlwana, Eric Miedeth, Mayokuma Mystery with distinction, Pogojo Motsi, Ntabe Mpasha, Kanyezi Mkati, Pethi Muge, Masala Mulauti, Mukhati Nchabeleng, Athule Ngalakwezi, Betty Panda, Samantha Pearson, Nicoline Potgite, Nonkululeko Repinga, Ryan Ross, Tricia Scott, Kiliboni Sehlabaka, Lihlohonoro Sekokotwana, Cassius Silai, Ramatimeja Sitsepu, Ngosinati Shongwe, Ian Snyders, Nicholas Stikema with distinction. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the students for the degree Master of Science in Engineering Management. Muhammad Isaacs, Alok Kumar, Motisha Maribe. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the students for the degree Master of Science in Industrial Engineering. Priyesh Daura, Tobela Muhunu, Begifa Khatebe, Ralph Raju, Unalina Chabangu. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the students for the degree Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Dushil Pashotam, Anton Steenkamp. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the students for the degree Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Chemical Engineering. Sillo Baijang, Douglas Bailey, Shedley Bagu, Michael Boy, Hailey Bew, Lily Tsele, Tsako Chauke, Riranzu Chuma, Pindile Kosa, Kajal Diokali, Cecilia Dikwatle, Zara Esa, Musalin Gulam Hussein, Aveshan Govender, Megandri Govender, Craig Ganel with distinction, Trishkaya Harisunka, Cherisha Hlajwayo, Minentle Hlongwane, Tamara Jones, Buhle Joko, Caroline Caetano, Kamela Kangisa, David Kazengura, Tsepiso Khasi, Tebogo Khwedi, Johara Khan, Snenhlanhla Khumalo, Zama Khumalo, Panashe Kufa, Kombe Kumisuku, Duduzi Kunene, Seshna Kunvar, Brendan Lang, Maruping Libia, Grigory Leputing, Nicola Leroux, Thabo Litsulu, Matebutebu Litswalo, Anna Rurero, Tumelo Macheti, Palo Matike, Mahlohonono Mafela, Roshuma Mafugatuba, Triti Mahashe, Jason Maestri, Boinilo Majafe, Dediken Mahabo, Jacqueline Malaka, Kabelo Marare, Lehlohonolo Malika, Oisipho Malembe, Maki Malinga, Tsepo Mangwele, Sillo Maseko, Melati Mashabela, Hlangelani Mashira, Mandla Maswangai, Libuani Maswime, Akhile Mcimeli, Thamsanqa Mngandela, Saneliswe Mhlamanzana, Kitumetse Mkhonza, Baliseng Mukwa, Mpho Mnisi, Nokuthula Mnisi, Siphelele Mnyingwa, Tiratsakhaye Mutirwa, Lerato Mutise, Tswaki Muhlabi, Tebogo Muhlahlo, Rapelang Mukwena, Sabelo Mukwala, Karabo Mulapo, Matsatsi Muropa, Franz Monyemane, Kabelo Munyetswale, Tibatso Musana, Amando Mutawung, Thabo Mutawung, Simon Mutapo, Lisejo Mutsike, Matume Mpe, Themba Msibi, Nomali Simanga, Sphethelo Thethwa, Tumero Tsweni, Uchiro Matumera, Daphne Mutuhatini, Bradley Naika, Adam Naidu, Makileti Ndu, Mwelecheti Ndwambi, Bonga Ngaluza, Dumisani Nguveni, Nelisiwe Ngamuse, Jabulo Nhlangulela, Treasure Nkosi, Rofiwa Tambereni, Siqiniseko Nyuswa, Veli Phaile, Eugenia Papatanasiu, Wasim Patel, Jason Pike, Anza Ramano, Lodisha Ramasenya, Mutsidi Rambao, Raymond Rampedi, Buhabo Ramutsindela, Refilwe Ranganashe, Mutsidi Rajibumo, Connie Riba, Stephanie Rivet, Chelsea Rubeck, Lerato Sibuse, Nape Sekgoa, Tlakale Silwane, Haufengwe Siotubeng, Mohammed September, Tabiso Sitlubugo, Lebogang Shabang, Von Silverstein, Lumka Sikyata, Tsigita Takodin, Dan Trininik, Kamugelo Tsehwa, Katuchero Chikovi, Mihlali Chocho, Gareth Wood, Lan Zhu. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present to the students for the degree Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Metallurgy and Materials Engineering. Thembelihle Bila, Petullo Chweni, Thokozani Kumete, Langwano Chiane, Kiitumetse Keiphetletswe, Thulani Lukhele, Monyatsi Kemang Mokgokgwa, Pinky Makhoka, Cyril Makongela, Moment Makukula, Katlego Mameja, Mufunwa Maphosa, Kanego Mashele, Juxeko Mashimbe, Bonolo Masola, Thabiso Masole, Khutso Mathipe, Faith Machila, Dashan Mystery, Ashley Mola, Lungile Mncwabe, Kamugelo Mukabane, Lisigo Mukalengi, Mutisautsile Mukwalatsi, Andres Molandwa, Thabiseng Musibo, Tsidiso Muswele, Goitsi one Muteane, Matsele Mphela, Patrick Mraji, Munzeshi Mudau, Zotangani Ndu, Sithandokuhle Ngema, Sibahle Ngwenya, Sizwe Kosi, Mabina Pohotana, Lawrence Sem, Pechuna Siema, Clemens Simenya, Jessica Tobejane, Lunga Zulu. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present you the students for the degree Bachelor of Engineering Science in Biomedical Engineering. Roseanne Adams, Tristan Basil, Maria Water, Kerilee Custance, Lutfia Chafaray, Tristan de Groot, Zakna Diraj, Simpiwe Dlamini, Van Niekerk Ferreira with distinction, Hayla Fourie, Janet Khapare, Abhinav Girita, Angelique Kemp, Karabo Khatla, Jessica No, Tyrell Leklow, Mutswako Mahasha, Tlaganipho Malinga, Mandla Maloni, Anele Mathenjwa, Melita Meyer with distinction, Thembelihle Mthethwa, Nicole Naidu, Prashani Naidu, Njeru Ndegwa, Gabriela Ndlovu, Kirin Ramtol, Kavisha Reddy, Siphumelele Sijadu, Jason Smith, Kimberly Suhing, Kalam Trainer, Zunaid Valodia, Sanet Vedboy, Marco Zara. Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the students for the degree Bachelor of Engineering Science, Digital Arts. Matthew Brown, Brenton Budler, Rochelle Dyer, Dane Gabriel, Devon Gray, Erin Hutton, Brandon Jackson, Ryan Long, Gift Maposa, Devlin Mackenzie, Kuto Katimeng, Tishen Pakirisamy, Amy Pegram, Claudio Sumon, Samantha Thurgood with distinction, Jesse van der Merwe with distinction, Ivan von Staden, Zuofeng Wu.
Good day, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of our esteemed senior executive team and academic staff, and a special greeting to our graduates and viewers joining us remotely for today's graduation ceremony. In no version of our world ever did I expect to be participating in a graduation ceremony in which our renowned Great Hall was not packed to the brim with graduates and their loved ones. Graduation is the culmination of your academic journey and a time to recognize and celebrate the enormous amount of hard work and dedication that you have invested into your education. It is exceptionally unfortunate that I cannot address you in person. With that being said, please feel free to leverage the power of technology and social media and post some pictures and videos of how you're celebrating your graduation with all COVID protocols in place. Do not forget to use the hashtag #VITSI4Life. My name is Stacey Lee Bolon, and I'm the president of the WITS Convocation Executive. Convocation is a body established officially under the university statutes to represent graduates of the university, as well as the registrar, full-time permanent members of the academic staff, professors emeriti, and retired staff. I would therefore like to take this opportunity to welcome you, WITS graduates, as the newest members of our convocation. You have now officially joined the ranks of some 200,000 members of WITS Convocation. Membership of Convocation is free and gives its members unique privileges, which includes, for example, nominating the Chancellor of the University. Our Convocation Executive mandates that the Convocation Exco discusses and states its opinion upon any matters relating to the University, including matters referred to it by Council, allowing for the views of this body to be represented at the highest levels of governance of the University. Convocation acts as an official channel, allowing members to convey to the University management their views about the University, and thus forms a vital link between the University and the global community in which it operates. This is, of course, of vital importance as the long-term reputation of our university impacts the value of the WITS degree in the market. Graduates, in your hand you hold the great gift of education. May I implore you to use your knowledge, your degree, to the best of your ability in pursuit of fulfilling your life's ambition. Today you enter the world as a graduate from one of the greatest universities on the African continent. You enter into a world filled with many challenges, but a world that is also filled with limitless possibilities. May you meet all the challenges and opportunities that await you with pride, drive, passion, innovation, social conscience, and positive purpose. Now that you are a WITS grad, please remain responsible. Whilst we certainly focus today's attention on our newest grads, it is also fitting to recognize those that have helped our grads through their academic career. Many of you have been supported financially, and it is likely that all of you have been supported with a great deal of encouragement. I would like to extend recognition to your loved ones, mums, dads, gogos, umkulus, and everyone else that has supported you through your academic journey. Please take the time to include and celebrate your achievement with those that have supported you. I would also like to spend a moment and extend thanks to the WITS academic team who have dedicated their time to teaching our future leaders. Thank you. Last night, you would have received an email to your student email address. Please ensure that you check this email and complete our graduate exit survey and provide us with your updated email details. This survey will take you about 5 minutes to complete and will assist in informing university policies and plans. I look forward to checking out social media to see how you're celebrating your graduation. #WITSI4Life. Please remain in contact with us, follow us on social media platforms, and join us for discussions, debates, and updates on LinkedIn. Wishing you the very best of luck in your future pursuits. We hope that you make us proud. And whatever you do, just remember, you got your edge at WITS.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the proceedings for today. And now, by virtue of the powers vested in me as Vice-Chancellor and Principal, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of the Witwatersrand, Johannesburg.
But